My grandpa grew up on a farm in El Salvador, a country where the majority of the population lived in poverty. He was one of 13 kids, and it was expected that he helped out around the farm. Things like milking the cows, feeding the livestock, and taking care of the crops all needed to be done in order for his family to be fed. While his parents, my great grandparents, believed that it was important for their kids to be educated, they also knew that they wouldn't be able to provide for their big family without everyone pitching in to help. On top of his own family reasons, only basic math and reading education was offered in schools in El Salvador. They did not have higher level classes such as statistics or calculus like we do here in the US, as there was nobody high enough to teach it. My grandpa has told me stories about having to wake up at 4 in the morning before school to pick fruit or go tend to the horses, then come back and start the long journey to school. He went to school through 6th grade before he dropped out along with his other brothers. Thinking about this as a student in both high school and college, I couldn't imagine being out of school at the age of 12 and already working a full-time job, especially for the simple reason of inaccessibility. I believe that bringing awareness to the importance of having a quality education for kids around the world will fund, aid, and make the world a better place. My purpose for this speech is to leave you feeling informed and hopefully even wanting to take action on promoting accessible education for children. Did you know that over 600 million children around the world are deprived of education? While 2/3 of these kids are in school, they still fail to meet minimum benchmark standards. The majority of lower educated children come from families living in lower class countries, where there are high poverty levels. UNICEF is an organization that focuses on emergency funding for children across the globe. Their website highlights how vital it is for young kids to be able to have an adequate, stable education in order to have a successful future. There are numerous reasons why children are deprived of an education, such as low income and political unrest. As I mentioned earlier, the countries that suffer from these factors are the ones with the lower education rates. Looking at one country specifically, Mali is among one of the countries with the lowest literacy rates. According to the article Concern Worldwide US, 87% of children enrolled in school are not meeting minimum standards in reading, and 33% of school-age students are not enrolled in school at all. These percentages have gotten worse over time as the war conflicts in Mali are directly affecting students. While different education programs such as Concern have groups that go out to these countries and give children the opportunity at a quality education, the number of uneducated kids continues to go up. I feel that not everyone is aware of how big this problem really is. It's easy to only know about the country you live in because that's what directly affects you. However, over time, the lack of global education will begin to affect all parts of the world. As this generation grows and becomes more responsible for jobs around the world, less people will be eligible to get those jobs, leaving no trained professionals in our world, which will then affect unemployment rates. Unfortunately, this leads countries into a bad cycle that will repeat itself over and over again. I believe that the world will be a better place if we can make K-12 education more accessible for a couple reasons. The first and foremost reason is that it will break the cycle of poverty. Giving individuals the opportunity at a quality education will help them reach better jobs in the future. The common cycle where poverty travels through generations can stop if even just one person can use their education to get out. Equal education throughout the world benefits society as well, eliminating unequal rights with education. Stephanie Blogg writes about how higher education strengthens society by contributing to a more just and fair environment. This leads me to my next benefit to the world. Higher global education will also benefit the economy. FederalReserve.org zooms in on the importance of a college education, stating that among those who have attended at least some college, over half say that the lifetime financial benefits of their higher education exceed the financial costs, versus 1 in 5 who say that the costs are higher. This supports the idea where college can be expensive, it will later pay off in life. Here's a graph that supports this that I found on federalreserve.org. As people receive a higher quality education and secure higher paying jobs, they can contribute to industries that add to benefits to the economic growth. Having more knowledgeable workers will lead to more innovative ideas and overall more creativity. According to Learning Online XYZ, another positive outcome is that more people follow healthier lifestyles when they are higher educated. Knowing more about what you're putting in your body will make you more mindful when choosing things like diet and fitness, overall creating a better and healthier way of living. To sum up my thoughts, I believe that the world would truly be better if we can get every country to the literacy and education rates necessary, as it would lead to a stronger economy and more connected society. Through simply creating awareness and funding towards lesser developed countries, we can really make a difference in the world we live in. Thank you for your time.